Hello and welcome back to another episode of Crown Wars. My name is Syken and today we're continuing the blind playthrough on the very hardest difficulty, harder than hard even. I did one mission off screen just to speed it up a little bit. We got a chakram, which is actually a nice weapon. It's the unique throwing axe, and it has a couple of really good abilities. So I'm thinking that we might turn one of our players in the main group into a chakram user. That means no more arrows for them, but we would be able to still use poison grenades for free. And that is some damage at least. The chakram makes up for the lack of arrow usage, I can promise you that much. But before we do anything, we are being called into another hard mission, a rescue against the cult. Our second squad is here. We're very much going to enter and hopefully get 680 lumber, which we can use in order to further upgrade. Man, I'm still in that upgrade loop. There are so many weapons that we can upgrade. It's crazy. I think they have overdone it a little bit because you're getting the unique weapons relatively late in the game. Via random missions, sometimes via storyline missions, so that's okay. I don't think that is the wrong decision. Then you need to individually upgrade them. I believe that is already stretching it a bit. I think it would be fair to say if you had upgraded, say, bows to the absolute maximum, then the unique weapon can be upgraded is automatically kind of on that tier. Upgrading them separately feels a bit like a chore. If the game would have a problem with too little upgrades, then that would be a good idea. But the game actually has the opposite problem. It has a problem with way too many upgrades. So that I think is not very clever. You could do it better by maybe immediately allowing upgrades for cash only, for instance. Or like XCOM was doing it, let the weapon start at the maximum upgrade automatically, which kind of makes sense if you're getting them relatively late in the game. You can immediately have fun with them instead of needing to upgrade them. Here's the kicker that from my perspective really ruins the weapons. Not only are they starting non-upgraded and as such need separate upgrading, you also need extra weapon skill. And I think that is a huge mistake from a design perspective. I can understand that the logic is it's a different weapon, therefore it follows the same weapon category, but realistically, you have at some point units that are almost level 7, 6, 7 at the point when you're getting unique weapons. They do have weapon skill in their respective weapon category of 3. So almost maxed out weapon, and then you're forcing them to start re-leveling that weapon. And it's not quick, right? You need, say, 20 engagements.
On the move!
Maybe not that much, but 15 engagements to max level a weapon. The other alternative is you're putting the character into training, but that's the same kind of design problem that XCOM has with its side units. You don't want the best stuff to be locked behind endless upgrades.
The hunt is on.
And then at some point you can use it, but during the biggest parts of the game, you're effectively unable to use that stuff.
Ready when you are. On the move.
That's kind of a sad state to be in.
I'll keep watch.
I think
I'm
everybody
ready.
would agree with that. Instead, if it is a unique weapon,
Ready to
make
go.
it loose bow. So if the unit that carries it dies, weapon is gone. Or fix assign it to one person.
I'll hold this
so
position.
that there is a force
Let's go.
assignment so that you can't
They
remove all
won't
of
get
this. That's
through.
what's essentially. And then that is that. I would
I'll hold this
let them
position.
use it and have fun with it, because realistically we're going to see maybe the unique weapon abilities once or twice. Then that is about it, which is a shame. Well, it's really a shame because some of them are well designed, really well designed, and then you just can't see them.
Deep breath.
Good. We're going all out. Max damage on these guys, so
Yes?
can only move to here and
Very well.
use our little combo. 1, 2, nice little hit. That's a kill.
At your command.
Move in. We got a hunter. Is that range or melee? Can't tell because it could be either, really. Good. Well, in that case,
You're mine.
still going to try to. He's only slowed. That's unfortunate. Still going to try to root him, is what I wanted to say. So we are at like what? 21 points of damage.
Give up.
That is good. 28, this guy is dead and blinded. Fantastic.
Ready when you are.
Moving in. Coordinating strike. I like it. Good job. Bigger finishes.
Ready when you are. The hunt is on.
He is unfortunately not poisoned. Can we poison him or make him bleed somehow?
At your command. At your command. At your command.
I think the answer is no, which means this here will be the best that we can do. Blinded and bleeding, and we're topping him with our bear. A little bit of a savage attack.
Yes?
Lovely. Can't get all the way to there. Which means we can at least kill this guy and maybe taunt. No, we cannot taunt. Well, it is what it is. Good. This side, these two are dead. So it's firmly cleaned up. Very good. Coordinated attack.
Together.
114 on this guy. That is quite a bit. But we can taunt him. Unless of course he resists. So far we haven't had the chance to do anything.
Let's go.
The only thing that we can do is AoE attack.
No mercy.
Nice in a spinning slash. Taunt didn't work out, and yeah, I think we're okay. $22 points of damage. That's a nasty crit. $23 points of healing. Holy smokes.
Ready to go?
Yes.
A bit of healing. And a bit of a headshot.
At your
I
command.
like it.
No problem.
Moving up. Let's see if we can poison him. Resisted poisoning. Don't like that. Let's try it again. Resisted poisoning again. At least we got rid of all of
Magic
the
command.
armor.
Understood. I was trained for it.
Nice hit. And that's a kill right there. Fantastic. So, let's hammer him to the ground. He is stunned. That's good. I like it. Love to see that. It's the first crowd control effect that actually worked on him.
At your command.
Man, these guys are tough.
Yes.
At your command. I'll get in position.
Yes. Let's go.
Good, we're taking the front line.
Yes.
And end of turn. There might be another pack that has already spawned. Yeah, as I was predicting, that is the case. Moves up. We can hit 3 with
This
that
might
concoction.
hurt.
That's good. Rooted 1. That one is poison slowed, and that one is only slowed. Okay, the bears are going to be the ones that are going to take the aggro here. Poisoner is a bit of a problem because he can still throw poison.
Yes. Yes. On the move. On the move. At your
The rest
command.
of the team just kept it up. Wanting to make sure that we're not going to cluster up too much.
Ready to go. They won't get through.
Yes. They won't get through.
Okay. They should be going for the bears. Given that one of them is rooted, there isn't that much they can do. The dangerous enemy is the poisoner. Good. Okay, well.
Yes.
We're moving over here because we're going to take the planks on this side. Very good. Coordinated attack into hopefully killing him. There we go. Another plank on the other side. I love Beastmasters, they are really good shock troopers. Quick and incredibly deadly once they and their companion are there.
Ready when you are.
Move to here.
At your command.
We're moving up.
God guides my
Huge
hand.
crush. That
Ready to
will
go?
likely kill him. And there's the kill. Let's see if we can kill this bounty hunter. He's poisoned. Takes another hit.
Yes. On the move.
I'm ready.
Oh, the bows
My
are
blade
hitting
is
so hard.
At your command.
Nice. We're moving up and getting
Yes.
ready to be
Yes.
escorted out of here. It was a hard mission indeed, but one that we nicely managed. Getting the hang for the way that the AI works as well, what they can and cannot do. basically not positioning in a stupid way. Animal companions, by the
won't
way, are
disappoint you.
incredibly
I'm on
good. Also because they are living mimic beacons. There seems to be a
On the move.
pretty high priority on
Yes.
dealing damage to them, which of
I'm on
course
it.
for us is very beneficial. Weapon skill maximized quite a bit, and Mike the Public Bravo got his weapons almost maxed. It is the first duelist to reach maximum level. So we got Panic. You challenge anyone to come and fight you. You have the chance to inflict Taunted on an enemy within area of effect and gain 2 times Valiant. That's not bad AoE Taunt, but I think Executioner is better. Because here's the thing, I think dealing quite a bit of damage with increased crit chance, attack from behind, restores MP. So all we need to do is be behind, then we get a movement point, and if we kill the target on top of that, then it restores an action point. Even though this is potentially an ability that that will have cooldown, it's still very, very, very good. Unnecessarily good. Okay, we got more lumber, which means the chakram that we've gotten can be upgraded. Something a bit with the unique weapons. On the flawless tier, Bardic could be something we could get. The mace actually could be something we can get as well. Like, that's a legit weapon upgrade. And then the light shields would also be a weapon upgrade. We don't have the money, right? Yeah, not really buy that much. The money went into training, and it is what it is. Superior throwing axes, that's good. I don't think that we can get the flawless one yet. No. Flawless just costs a lot to upgrade. I still wanted to upgrade the rest of the environment. Haven't really been able to do that. Capture the target. This is a great reward. I think we're just going to do that. Also capturing a target, potential reward in itself. Misfits are ready, and we're directly sending them onto that mission. Good. Falchion is upgraded one more time. Very good. Where did we get that? Here, the Superior Falchion. Yeah, the unique weapons drain resources and make the playthrough a little bit longer than it needs to. On the other hand, I would do a disservice to you if I wouldn't show off some of the unique weapons. Like, that would legitimately not be a great move. got really good stuff here. So how long is the main team out of airport? Hawkbite, I think it needed 1 day, okay, and Zirkin needs 2. No, both of them 1 day, cool. So yeah, we will wait that 1 day, and then we'll send them on to the next mission, which of course, another unique weapon, but that is going to stay there for a while. Renman, Divat, Hawkbite, and everybody. I'm wondering, just thinking out loud here, this thing, it's a bit worse, but we have already upgraded it quite a bit. So let's equip it and give him a chance to get weapon experience. Equally, this here will be the hardest sell, right? So chakra, great, but very low damage at the moment. This one here, tactical bash is good. The stats overall are great. So it just gives so much reflex. So that itself is good. I don't want to change the main weapon here into a chakra because I really think it's better to let him run with the axe. The axe is the highest one-hand DPS weapon, and now it also has an AV slash, so that's really good. In terms of chakram, what we could do is we could give it to here, to Zirkin. Basically do something along the lines of that, and allow him to get weapon skill. However, that also means we need something else. Poison grenade is good. Can we buy another poison grenade? Yes, we can. The reason why I'm saying this is he has a free action for the consumables, and the bolts only work on a bow and a crossbow. So now we have more AoE damage, and this chakram is really good. Like for starters, if you have precision bonus, it grants 15% bonus crit chance, so that's on top of the normal position bonus, which is great. So being on high ground really pays off. First time you target a unit that has armor points, you have a chance to inflict mark, which in itself is good. If it has no armor points, you can inflict bleeding. So that means first hit is bleeding into poisoned if you crit, and that is more status effects. This here is great. You perform a swift chakram throw that deals slashing damage, and if you have all of your AP left, it doesn't say MP, it just says AP. This skill has 0 AP cost, so you're essentially moving somewhere and you get a free throw at the beginning. Circle of Death, powerful attack that penetrates flesh, deals slashing damage. If the target has no armor points, damage is double. Just let that sink in. So if we have an armorless target and we get to Circle of Death, double damage is a lot of damage, and then this here is also crazy. Your attack deals slashing damage, and then you get ready for incoming attacks on the next turn. Each time you dodge an enemy attack, you counter attack at no cost. And we have 6 range, which means that is not bad either in case they ever come to us. With the shields, we have 30 reflex. Unfortunately, can't get the flawless pelt. well, we have the superior light shield, so that's not bad as a defense. So let's just level the weapons, shall we? Then in terms of other weapons that we do have, I mean, I want to finish the maze, right? But generally speaking, we would have the falchion. And the falchion is really, really, really good as well. However, it kind of becomes less relevant to have a bardic and a falchion. Let's just look at the abilities, right? So falchion does have slashing damage and ignores armor as default, which is good, and has a passive that when you parry or dodge an attack that does not have positioning bonus against you, you move into swordsman stance, which is great. Critical hit chance 30% and higher crit multiplier. So you're getting incentivized for really being in the midst with it. Given that we do have already high reflexes, that would not be too bad. Like this is really a duelist weapon, and in a sense, this weapon I might actually run together with the pelt, because then you do have the option to prevent the target from making attacks of opportunity. You have the maximum dodging bonus. I think we would get up 40%, and then with our skills that we do have, where is it? You gain reflex of 15 every time an attack targets you, and it's 30 if they don't have positioning. So it's a 70% chance to dodge an attack, which also gives us higher chance to report. So I think these two are actually really, really, really good for a duelist. So I would be ill-advised to not use them. On top of it, we got Swordmaster. Perform an upward strike with your falchion, deals the damage and moves you into swordsman stance. If you're already in swordsman stance, inflicts rooted on the target, and rooted is wrong because that effectively forces them to attack us. Dancing blades is 3 cells in front of you, so that's kind of the typical slash across 3 cells, which is great AoE damage. And then artful strike, unstoppable thrust, slashing damage with bonus critical hit chance, and can't be dodged. So it's just a fantastic bonus. I would say let's just work on that set real quick. All right, so let's get some of that stuff going. So Divat could use the offhand hand. Gives him way less evasion, but that's okay. He's not supposed, or mainly his dog will be attacked anyways. And this he will actually dish out quite a bit more damage than what he was doing beforehand. So additional piercing damage on top of everything, and this additional damage also ignores armor. Very good. Chance to inflict mark. Fantastic. The one thing that I will say though is we might need to exchange Divat for Bear Divat. So over time I might level another Beastmaster, then call it Divat, and this guy becomes a different entity. Anyways, that's a different story. So now that we have freed up the unique shield, look at this here, 40% reflex plus 30 from the passive abilities. Crazy. And we can equip the falchion. So now we're running a very good duelist build. 50%. That is 80% dodge rate. Ooh, we are going to destroy them. Very good. second ability. So currently we got this nice halberd here. And the Mighty Thrust is really good because it has this, if 2 units are hit by the skill, you perform it again with a penalty to power. So this is just crazy damage. Here we do have the following. Oh, we got the same, it has the same base ability. Alright, so that's so good. Piercing damage 10 to 13 versus 11 to 15, so a little bit lower on the damage, but I think we have also not fully upgraded it yet. You can already see the attack power is going up to 120 as opposed to 110, so that also increases damage even though the base damage is a bit lower. This weapon deals slashing damage, 10% bonus for power for each debuff on the target, and this is where it becomes ridiculous, because if we have a couple of debuffs on the targets, this will dish out so much more damage. Here we do have root that we could do as a debuff, and here we have bleed that we can do as a debuff. So there is a combination that we could do in terms of bleeding the enemy and then mighty thrusting it, but in reality the combo is potentially more we're using poison and then we're just following up with mighty thrust, because poison and destabilization are 2 debuffs, so that's already 20% more power, and if for whatever reason they have a different debuff on top of it, then that is even more executioner power. This is a crazy ability. Good. Then we have Bandish. You attack and deal slashing damage. If the target is not within melee range, they are forced to turn around and face you. So that's really the 2 distance attack, which is great. Then we have Death Cloud. Charge forward in a straight line, which gives us more movement even. If the target is an enemy, you perform a horizontal strike over 3 cells. I think that means piercing through them. Oh no, a horizontal would actually be orthogonal, so the 3 nearest. Over 3 cells, dealing slashing damage. Well, this is basically just a nice charge. And then we have coup de grace, which is, this is the best one. You channel all of your strength, deal slashing damage, ignore armor, automatically crits, and then we become slow. This is crazy. So this weapon combination is obscene because with these 2 weapons, the duelist really has it all. We do have massive reflexes, nice little 50% reflex, then 30% from passive abilities, and we can also inflict weakened, bleeding, and quite a bit of extra damage on top of it. So plus we have riposte, which means whenever we are missed, we get a slash back, and that means in a 1-on-1 the duelist is going to be near untouchable. So nice little weapon here. Still need to upgrade some of it, fair enough, increase the damage, but we got chakrams here, we got the bow here, we got the offhand here, which then we have another unique weapon. I think we have none, and I would like to keep the hammer for now. I think those are the weapons that we do have. Let's just double check. So this is on the Beastmaster, duelist, player, duelist, player. Yeah, okay. We gave them all of our unique weapons to level them up. Okay. Damn, there's a good reward here and a unique weapon, another unique weapon, which we definitely need to get. Good. We're going to capture the target the next time. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.